The reason why some behaviors are extremely difficult to change is because these behaviors are rooted to a deep seated emotional instruction that was repeatedly and strongly instilled in the individual, especially during the developmental period, which is the first 12 years of life. So, if you're a parent, the first 12 years of life are extremely critical because you're establishing in your child beliefs or belief systems that they're going to carry on to adulthood. For example, if a person struggles with saying no, people pleasing behavior, they might find themselves fatigued by saying yes for a long time, and so that would motivate them to want to change, to want to start saying no. And what they're focusing on is the behavior. And so every time they find themselves in a situation where they've decidedly chosen to say no, they find themselves unable to say no because the force that is driving the people pleasing behavior is internal. That's what they need to look at, not the behavior. It's not the yes or the no that they need to work on. It's the motivation behind the yes and the no. It's the intention. It's why they want to say no that they need to focus on. And that's where the deep seated emotional instruction lies. And you might find that when they were growing up as children, they might have a caregiver or a parent who told them, I don't like you the way you are. I want you to become something that I can like. And so they were told this repeatedly. I don't like the way you speak. I don't like the way you laugh. I don't like the way you chew. I don't like the way you carry the plate. I don't like the way you walk. And so these messages were repeatedly told to them, such that it formed a belief system in them that if they want to be liked by somebody, and it is important that they're liked by somebody, they have to become what the person prefers. And so the saying yes was inculcated in them, was cultivated in them from childhood. And that's the root, that's the deep seated emotional instruction. And so now what we're seeing outside as the yes person is just a manifestation of it, it's an external expression of it. And so trying to change the external doesn't help because the roots are going to keep producing the behavior, going to continue driving the behavior. And so for this kind of behavior, you have to come down to the root, to address the emotional instruction, to heal or to nurse that emotional wound that was inflicted on them when they were children. Once you address that emotional wound, then automatically the healing of that wound is going to start manifesting in the behavior. It's going to start shaping the way that they answer or respond to other people's requests. And so I'm not saying all behaviors are like this, but there are certain behaviors that are deep rooted in our own belief system, in the way that we were taught to not like ourselves. And so if you find it difficult to say no as a people pleaser, it's probably because the force driving that yes is still active in you, is still alive in you, and that's what you need to address, not saying no.